Hey everyone, how you doing? It's Laurie and I'm here to do your 12 houses reading. We're going to see what the message is for you today, this week. I hope all of you are happy, healthy, and having some fun. We are now in Scorpio season. Happy birthday to any of my channel fans or cross watchers who are Scorpios. All right, let's go ahead and get you an oracle message to start this. We're doing a Queen of the Moon oracle message here, and it's about beauty. All right, card 20. We'll delve more into that after we get your reading out here. We're going to go ahead. Ooh, be cautious of the ego. All right, we have Five of Swords that popped out. I am going to put it back in the deck to see if it shows back up. All right, let's go ahead and lay this out here for you, shuffling and cutting the deck for your sake. All right. And 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, we've got the Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Let's go ahead and see what's happening in your astrological chart, your 12 houses right now. We've got beauty at the core of this. Let's take a look at what the book says about this particular card. All right, so it says here, beauty is like medicine. It can heal even the most broken spirit. Beauty is everywhere in nature. Just take a look. Beauty comes in many forms, and we can choose to find it. Rid yourself of clutter and what you find disagreeable. So keep things as clear and as clean and as beautiful as you can to make your soul sing. All right, we've got your first house here, the house of Aries, the house of self. We have the, look at that, the Five of Swords came right back out here in your very first house, which, you know, I'm an Aries, so I'm not too surprised by this. We kind of are the leaders in a lot of things. We're like, okay, if you don't want to go with me, I'll do it on my own. And that is the energy I'm getting from this card right now. It could be a little bit of egocentricity, not thinking you're better than anyone else necessarily, but just more capable. And if other people don't want to participate, you're like, fine, then I'll just do it. And I will say that's not always the best energy, but it gets things done. Okay, so maybe that's what needs to be done for you right now. Now, I don't see how that actually ties into this other than looking around you, possibly to see the beauty, the ability in others to heal. Let's move into your second house here, the house of Taurus, ruled by Venus. The first house is ruled by Mars, by the way. Oh, a truth, an absolute truth. Okay, and when it comes out with Taurus energy like this, it is well-founded. It is well-grounded truth. It is the facts. Nobody can deny what you've declared here. Okay, so somebody yells at you because you didn't let them in on something here. They chose not to pull their weight. I am getting that this truth, whatever this truth is, it's grounded, well-founded truth, and nobody can argue with it. There's nothing that can be disagreed. Ooh. All right, so you're putting your faith, your energy, your confidence in the things that you know, which it looks like you know yourself here. All right, and if you did not know, Aries is opposite Libra here on the zodiac wheel. All right, so there's the balancing of those energies of harmony and peace and of doing it for yourself, being the leader, okay, being the one that gets out there and gets it done. All right, let's see what's happening here in your third house of Gemini, the house of communication, your everyday communication. Are you clear? Are you concise? Are you flip-flopping? What's happening here? And this, of course, is ruled, I think I said Mercury earlier. I meant to say Mars. Aries is ruled by Mars. And Gemini is ruled by Mercury, swift moving independence. So it looks like you're very verbal. You're very verbal. You're speaking your mind. Okay. You're very, I'm missing, there's a word here that Spirit keeps giving me, but it feels like a bird flitting in and out, and I can't quite grab the word. Your communication is very open. You're not being too blunt, but you're being factual, okay? You're definitely in a place of, I'm going to speak my mind. I'm not pulling the punches, but I'm also not beating anyone up with the truth, okay? I'm just stating the truth. I'm just stating the facts, and it's literally helping you to free yourself from some sort of burden here. I get that you tried to get somebody on board with you possibly, and they just are not, they didn't want to carry their weight. They expected you just, oh, you'll do it. You'll do it. Oh, well, guess what? And if it was more a matter of there were too many cooks in the kitchen and nobody was deciding how to get something done, you may be stepping in here and saying, okay, if we can't figure it out, I'll do it. I got other things to focus on here. Aries are one of those that just, if it makes sense, they're all in. If it just seems like drama and chaos and confusion, they're done. They'll get it done and they'll move on. And they'll leave you in the dust going, what the heck just happened? All right, and they don't mean it to be rude, but they got other things to focus on. They like to keep exploring. They like to keep learning, keep moving forward. Not that they don't pause, not that they don't sit still. We absolutely do, okay? Most of us do, once we've learned how important it is to actually sit still. From time to time, not constantly. All right, let's look at your next house, your fourth house, your house of Cancer, which is ruled by the moon. This is about your emotions, your feelings, your home, your family, where you feel you fit in. Where do you belong? All right, you've made peace with something here. Your home is your sanctuary. Yeah, you're letting something go. I'm hearing here to keep the peace, you'll just let it go. You're not going to, like I said, you're not beating anybody up with your words. You're not clobbering anyone over the head. I have to wonder if there's some of the things that come out here, the words, the verbiage, if this is why I only get 500 to 1,000 views on a video. Is because somehow AI thinks that these are abusive comments. Well, I can't help it. It's the message, okay? So you're not being mean. You're not being cruel. You're letting something be so that you can find the peace within your family, your community, your situation. You want to take a break here too, I'm hearing. You've definitely put a lot of energy into something, moving it forward, doing what has to be done. I am getting there's probably been a bit of gossip around this, or a bit of nitty-picky stuff around it. All right, overall, though, it looks peaceful. It looks like you're taking a break. You're going to step back, be peaceful, get some sleep, or even sleep on something here. All right, let's look at your fifth house, the house of Leo, okay? The house of pleasure, ruled by the sun. Okay, clear thinking here. You've got a decision to make. I'm also hearing you're putting your ego off to the side. Your desires may get put aside for a little while so that you can focus on making a good decision here. Not just for yourself, but those around you too. All right, so maybe you're trying to decide where you want to go on a vacation, where, for the family, the group, the community. Lots going on here, but you're putting yourself off to the side. You're looking at the things that are right up close, in the here and the now, the moments, okay? Beautiful energy here. You are in a decisive mode. I am hearing here. There is something happening where there was a lot of talk, a lot of things going on, but nobody was actually taking action to create a vacation. Okay, that's what the example is today. Everybody's talking about, oh, well, we should go on vacation this year. We haven't had a vacation in a long time. Let's go on vacation. All right. And everybody's talking about it. Where should we go? What should we do? Oh, I want to do this. I want to do that. And after 3 months or 5 months, 5 weeks, whatever it is, nothing's been done. And you know that if something is to be done, it's going to have to be done. So it may be that you step in here and you declare, hey, this is what we're going to do. Okay. And believe it or not, I'm getting a collective sigh of relief. Like, oh, yeah, okay, I'm good with that. That's good. Now we don't have to debate this anymore. Now we can actually get into the planning. But you're saying, well, let's just take a step back. Let's think about this a little bit. Let's sleep on it for tonight, and we'll make a good decision, healthy decision tomorrow. Okay, so this looks like it's a developing situation. Now, it could be about buying a house, buying a car, continuing your job, continuing a relationship. Read this message as it pertains to your life. That was just an example. All right, so let's see what we have here in your 6th house, the house of Virgo, which is ruled by Mercury, swift moving. Okay, work, health, doing things, being of service to others. 10 of Swords, you're done. You're done. It's over. Okay, you've given as much as you can give to this situation. The worst is over. That's for sure. Okay, you will be rising again. But you're still trying to weather some sort of storm here. Huh. Maybe it's an internal storm, a mental storm, a physical internal storm. Something's not right. Stomach bug I'm getting. Stress, nerves. The worst is almost over. I will tell you that. Whatever you're dealing with here, it is just about over. And I'm getting like, I'm getting something separate from the other message here. I'm hearing that your energy has dried up, like towards a particular situation, and it's different than what's been happening here. This relates to work or your health. All right, and either you're fed up, dried up, done with, ready to move on. You still have to let this go. You've released it. Now you need to rise up and put action to something here. All right, let's look at your 7th house, House of Libra here. Ooh, see, I told you, you need to put an end to it. Whatever it is, Spirit wants you to go ahead and address this. Let this go so that when you rise, you have a new day dawned. I mean, look at the peacefulness here. This is over. The sun is setting on this. You're letting it go. You're releasing and moving forward. All right, now this is the house of your partnerships, your relationships. So there could literally be a new start in a relationship because you're letting the past go. You're letting your ego go. Somebody else's, not dealing with it, you know. Fresh start here with this Ace of Cups right next to this. It could also be letting go of how you think about something, about work, about your health. This does feel like a change in perspective, a new way of doing something, a new lifestyle. The old regime is out. Let's bring in the new regime. Okay, so doing something the way you've always done it, you're done with that. You're done with that. You're moving forward. A new day will be dawning and things are going to be different. All right, let's look at your house of Scorpio, the transformation. This should tell us a little bit more here. This is ruled by Pluto. One of those things that was but isn't a planet, was a planet but isn't a planet. Do we think it's a planet? Some of us do, some of us don't. So let's see what's going on here. The moon. And it's funny. Some of us do, some of us don't. We're pulled in that energy. We're pulled by the tides. We're pulled by the energy of the moon. So your emotions may be back and forth here for a little while as you change this situation that you're in. I am hearing, Miss Vicky, I'm hearing you ask that question about your diet, and Spirit saying it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle change. You can't keep doing things the way you've always done them, okay? And just changing what you eat may not be enough. It's about a lifestyle change. How you view food, how you view food as fuel for the body and not just as comfort food, or whatever. Lifestyle change. But as we go through this, we're mourning the loss of the way it was, the life we had, but we're also happy about what we're losing. We're happy about where we're heading too. So there is an emotional tug of war possibly going on here. Just keep your eye on your why you're doing whatever you're doing here. What is the intention that you're trying to manifest here? It's not just weight loss. It's to be healthier, to eat healthier, to live healthier. And if you have all those things together, you can keep your focus. All right, so that's what is in the transformation energy right now. All right, let's go ahead and look at the house of Sagittarius, house 9, ruled by Jupiter, the planet of luck and good fortune. This is about your higher learning, okay? Long-term learning too. All right, so you've got the Page of Swords. You're still learning. You're still listening. You're still engaging. But this time you've got an eye toward the future, okay? So you're saying, I'm not going to follow what's happening here. I'm going to be proactive. I'm going to look to the future. I'm going to look to people who are successful now, okay? They've been successful, but they're successful right now. And I'm going to put that into motion and action right now. So you're in a learning mode. You're wide open to taking advice, learning new skills, adapting new these words are just not right, policies or trends, because you don't want to follow a trend. A trend is temporary. It's where a bunch of people get on one wagon and follow it that way, and then other people follow along. You want to be in the lead. You want to be on the proactive edge of something here. All right, so maintaining your focus as you're learning and keeping what you know to work for you, you're keeping that. Okay? All right, let's move into house number 10, the house of Capricorn, ruled by Saturn here. Ooh, Saturn's a rough one. Look at this. We have the Eight of Pentacles. You're putting your energy in, and that is so funny. This is your reputation. All right? You're putting your energy in to create, to improve yourself, to improve your money, to improve your life, to get better, to learn more, to excel, to perfect, to grow, okay? And this is a perfect card for the house of Capricorn, because Capricorns are those people who firmly believe that they have to work to earn something, or they've earned it because they believe they put the energy into creating it. They don't want handouts. They don't want patronization. They want to know that they really put the effort in and people appreciate that effort. And here with this Eight of Pentacles, that is what's happening here, okay? So you've got a good, solid reputation for producing quality, whatever, quality relationships, quality products, quality conversations, quality relationships, whatever it is, this is your reputation. You're definitely putting in good energy, growing, expanding, and you are respected. People are buying what you're giving. All right, let's go ahead and look at your 11th house here. That was the 10th house there of Aquarius, your friendships, your communities, your tribes. Look at that. You're very happy. You're very connected. You feel very satisfied with the people that you surround yourself with. That's beautiful. Not much needs to be said there. This is all created by your efforts, okay? Self-satisfaction, not just satisfaction, but through your own efforts. You, excuse me. You created this. You've grown this. You've focused on this. You've grown. I mean, you're in a whole new place here. Beautiful. And this is very well deserved, okay? Let's go ahead and finish this off by looking at the 12th house, which is the house of Pisces, ruled by Uranus, or Neptune. Woof. Neptune. Deep emotions, fantasies. Let's see what's happening here in the subconscious. Two of Pentacles, there's a lot of chaos around you, but what are you focusing on? Your balance, okay? Yeah, you're keeping things very well balanced. You're handling everything very well here. Look at all the chaos back here, but it does look like a child. Okay, here's the image I'm getting. A child is in the bathtub. It's a bubble bath. They've got all their little toy boats, their ducks and all the other things in there with them. And they are literally sloshing this water back and forth to make the seas boil and roil. And you're just sitting there going, yep, it's good. Life is good. Everything's okay. It doesn't matter. I can clean up the water. They're having fun. So subconsciously, you're in a very, very good state of flow, being at peace, okay? Taking a break here too, not letting the chaos of the world disrupt your happiness. And then it comes full circle right back to you taking the lead here on something. It may step on a few toes, but if something's got to get done, like the child needs to get out of the tub now, let's get out of the tub, and the child isn't ready to get out of the tub, you're going to pick the child up and take the child out of the tub. It's got to be done. They're not going to be happy about it, but it has to be done. Okay, there is no consensus here. All right, let's go ahead and get you a life clarifying life situation oracle message here. I think this is a good week for you. I think you're going to probably tick a few people off, or step on some toes early on, but that's necessary, and they will actually be appreciative of the effort that you put in. Look at this. Stay in the flow. Surrender to the rhythm of life, remaining open to the opportunities and the lessons as they naturally unfold for you. And look at this. I mean, this is like the bathtub. Look, we've got the bubbles completely under the water, fully immersed. Everything you want is all around you, just waiting for you to see it. All you have to do is open your eyes and see it, and you do. You clearly see the path forward. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, and look at that. I was just talking about the bubble bath, and here we have somebody in, it looks like they're in the bathtub, fully immersed, staying in the flow, not stressing over it, because in the long run, everybody's going to be appreciative of the effort that you made. All right, look at this fantasy land. It says, make sure everyone involved is being realistic and is on the same page. I love it when Spirit is that, just confirms everything. No illusions. Stay grounded in truth, embracing reality with clarity and wisdom to navigate life's journey authentically. Just be yourself. Just do it. Just do it. That's an Aries energy all the way. All right, emerging dawn. Look at this. This definitely talks about this situation here. All right, trust that every ending is nothing more than another beginning. It's just in disguise, okay? You just don't know what the new beginning brings. So enjoy the journey. Embrace each moment fully, staying open to the new experiences and lessons that are coming along the way. All right. Beautiful message there. And then you've got Feather of Hope. Grasp that feather of hope, a delicate symbol of upward promises and an uplifting future. Definitely. You're much better off here. Fulfill the promise. Okay? Stay committed to your path, for each step forward brings you closer to your destined fulfillment. All right, so you've got that feather of hope. Grasp that feather. It's a promise. Okay, so there's a promise. Oh, look, and it's right next to all my feathers. That is so funny that I just started putting my feathers back out here, and you got a card of Feathers of Hope. All right, my loves, I hope you've enjoyed this 12 houses reading. It's a beautiful week for you. We'll pick this up next week and see where this goes. All right, until our energy crosses again, I'm going to wish you much peace, love, and happiness. Bye-bye.